Life has a peculiar knack for slipping into familiar patterns, doesn't it? Especially as you hit a pivotal age. My days pulse with a steady beat here in Oak Oven. Morning coffee on the porch swing, the birds whispering secrets in the old maple tree, nurturing my small garden, perhaps a book club meeting or a heartfelt lunch with my friend Martha. Silence hangs heavy. Somewhat expected for the most part. 3 years have slipped by since my husband, Tom, left this world. The kids have grown, forging their own paths, now distant from me. It's just me in the house, echoing with memories and the soft ticking of the grandfather clock in the hall. The Hendersons have lived next door for 2 decades, their presence a constant in my life. Martha, bless her heart, often quips that our property lines are merely suggestions, a playful nod to the chaos of boundaries. We've exchanged countless cups of sugar, kept watch over each other's homes during vacations, and celebrated life's milestones side by side. I witnessed Lucas's journey from a child to a young man, from scraped knees and carefree games to awkward high school dances and the bittersweet journey to college. He was a polite boy, quiet perhaps, but his eyes held a kindness that mirrored his mother, Sarah. After completing his master's degree, he returned home 6 months ago. Sometimes I'd catch a glimpse of him, pushing the mower across the yard or bringing in bags for Sarah. We'd share brief greetings, the familiar, "How are you?" The weather is pleasant, but that's where the positivity ends. Now a man on the brink of 30, he often wore a serious expression, laboring remotely from the confines of his childhood bedroom. He had shed the lanky teenager he once was. He moved with a subtle assurance, yet there were fleeting moments when I noticed a flicker of doubt in his eyes, hidden from the world. Last Tuesday afternoon, I was taken completely off guard. There I was, battling a relentless patch of weeds by the mailbox, my gloves caked in dirt, a smudge likely marking my cheek, a testament to my luck. Lucas drove into the driveway, the engine sputtering, a once reliable sedan now showing its age. He stepped out, seized his briefcase, and instead of going directly inside, he approached the low picket fence that divided our yards. "Good afternoon, Evelyn," he said. His voice resonated with a depth I had forgotten, rich and smooth. Lucas, just fighting the dandelions," I said, attempting to sweep a loose hair from my face with my gloved hand, probably only deepening the dirt smudge. He chuckled, a sound that felt real and warm. "It seems victory is yours." He leaned against the fence post, lingering as if time held no sway over him. I found myself pondering. He paused, glancing at his shoes before meeting my gaze again. Those kind eyes sparkled with an elusive intensity that left me breathless. "Unease? What is the reason for it all?" "This might come as a surprise, but would you be interested in grabbing a coffee with me this week?" "This one's on me." I blinked and the world shifted. "Want some coffee? Is it with Lucas?" Thoughts collided in a whirlwind. Was his mother unwell? Was there something they wanted? Was he peddling something? Felt that way. Unforeseen. "Would you like some coffee?" I hoed my mind swirling in a haze. "Yeah," he said, a faint blush rising to his neck. I need to ask you something important. Share your view on what's happening, truly." I hoped coffee would bridge the gap better than shouting across the fence. He offered a fleeting, almost bashful smile. "Viewpoint?" I inquired. Curiosity surged, eclipsing the initial shock. It felt like more than just a plea for help or a sales pitch. He yearned. "Need some guidance? Is this for me?" "Yeah," he repeated, a hint of ease washing over him now that the invitation hung in the air. "If you have a moment, that is." I yanked off my gloves, shoving them deep into my apron pocket. The request struck a chord, stirring a mix of curiosity and sincerity. It was rare for the neighbors to sigh and seek my opinion on anything. Perhaps my calm routine craves a jolt of excitement. "Well, Lucas," I said, forcing a warm smile through the tension, "your thoughtfulness is truly appreciated. I believe I can handle that. What time were you thinking?" His face lit up with a wave of relief. "Fantastic. What do you think of Thursday? Perhaps about 10? There's a small spot, the Daily Grind, tucked away on Main Street." "The Daily Grind feels just right," I affirmed. "It's set for Thursday at 10. "Perfect," he exclaimed, his grin growing broader. I can't wait, Evelyn. He waved briefly and disappeared inside, leaving me by the fence, the neglected weeds momentarily untouched. The boy next door. Dark, rich, awakening. My viewpoint. What could he possibly want to discuss? My calm afternoon suddenly veered into unexpected territory. I stepped inside, scrubbing the dirt from my hands and face, but the anticipation clung to me, tangled with a deep sense of confusion. Thursday morning broke with a gentle autumn glow, casting a warm golden hue over everything. I put in extra effort to prepare, more than I typically would for a simple errand run. I picked my favorite blue knit sweater, the one that highlights my eyes, paired with comfortable slacks, a single stroke of lipstick. Why must it be this way? Doubt clouded my mind. Perhaps it was merely the thrill of breaking free from the mundane. Perhaps, beneath it all, I felt a flicker of pride that this young man, grappling with his own tangled adult journey, sought my insight. The daily grind buzzed with life, the air thick with the rich scent of roasted beans and warm pastries, igniting a sense of belonging. Soft jazz lingered in the air, mingling with the vibrant hum of conversation. I found Lucas at a small table by the window, cradling a mug in his hands. As I drew near, he looked up, and that warm smile washed over me, easing my tension in an instant. He rose with quiet dignity. Evelyn, I appreciate your presence. Good morning, Lucas. The scent in here is simply captivating, isn't it? I sank into the chair across from him. The table was small, fostering an intimate closeness that felt undeniably real, yet not suffocating. He had already gotten me a coffee. A latte exactly as I craved it. What gave it away? I inquired, taken aback. He shrugged, a faint blush creeping back to his cheeks. Maybe I caught you ordering it when Mom brought me here last month. Reflective. I took a sip, feeling the warmth spread through me. It was everything. We exchanged a few words about the familiar topics. His parents, the unexpected warmth in the air, the relentless clamor of construction nearby. It was effortless, almost instinctive. He listened deeply, his gaze steady and respectful, drawing you in with every glance. He inhaled sharply, placing his mug down with deliberate care. He started, his voice deepening, a weight settling in the air. I brought you here for a purpose. It's a journey through my career. And perhaps, just perhaps, the essence of life itself. I leaned in, a silent cue that I was all ears. I completed my master's in software engineering. He lingered, his finger gliding along the rim of the mug, lost in thought. Well done. Promising opportunities. They all say I should be overjoyed. In a sense, I truly am. The work is tough. He paused, gaze fixed on the window, lost in thought. Yet something feels off. Is that insane? He turned to me, his gaze intense, filled with a desperate need for understanding. All day, I immerse myself in code, unraveling complex problems with precision. It offers a rewarding return. My parents beam with pride. Yet, when all is said and done, a profound sense of disconnection lingers within me. It feels as if I'm creating things that serve no purpose, or worse, merely pull attention away from what truly matters. I feel this relentless urge to create, a spark I've buried deep, always deemed impractical. He stopped, a flicker of uncertainty crossing his face. What type of creative yearning pulls at you? I urged softly. He gazed into the depths of his mug, the coffee swirling like his thoughts. Woodworking, he admitted, a hint of vulnerability in his voice. From the moment I was a child in my father's workshop, the scent of sawdust fills the air, the texture of grain beneath my fingers ignites a fire within me. Transforming a rough piece of lumber into something beautiful, something meaningful, is a profound act of creation that stirs my soul. In the quiet of the evenings, I retreat to the garage, lost in small projects that consume my thoughts. In that moment, I am utterly authentic. He gazed upward, his eyes revealing raw vulnerability. My parents see it as merely a hobby, a fleeting distraction. They fear I might squander a promising future. Perhaps they hold the truth. But this engineering job, it feels like I'm trapped in someone else's skin. He let out a heavy breath. I wanted to ask you, Evelyn, you've witnessed so much in life. You've always appeared so steady, so at peace with who you are. Is it naive to yearn for something beyond the ordinary? To pursue what resonates deeply, despite the uncertainty? I hung on every word, captivated by the fire in his eyes as he shared his love for woodworking, the turmoil raging inside him. A capable young man, successful by all measures, grapples with the timeless struggle between passion and practicality. It shattered my expectations completely. I wondered if he was grappling with personal issues or seeking guidance on handling a challenging coworker. This struck a chord, resonating on a profound level. I reflected on my life and Tom, who toiled in a dull accounting job for 40 years, sacrificing his dreams of a quaint bookstore that never came to be. I reflected on the choices I had made, the roads I had traveled and those I had left behind. "Lucas," I whispered, locking eyes with him. "Yearning for a life filled with meaning is never a folly. Practicality may cover the costs, and that matters, it really does, but passion nourishes the spirit, and life is too fleeting to let your spirit go hungry." He took in my words, his shoulders easing just a bit. "How do you find that balance?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. "How can you tell if your actions stem from courage or sheer recklessness?" "That," I confessed, "is the question that haunts me. The answer eludes us, shrouded in complexity. It's about discovering how to weave your passion into your life. You don't have to abandon your day job right away. Instead, carve out moments for what you love and see where that path takes you. At times, it's about daring to jump into the unknown. First, recognize that your feelings are real. That yearning for something greater, that creative spark you sense, is your intuition urging you forward. It reveals a crucial truth about your identity. Our conversation stretched on for nearly 2 hours, filled with unspoken emotions. He shared tales of the delicate music boxes he crafted, the deep fulfillment of breathing life back into a forgotten piece of furniture. I revealed Tom's concealed aspirations, my own journey back to painting after the kids had gone, how it filled a void I never knew existed. There was only a seamless connection, the age gap fading into nothingness, two souls intertwined, revealing their deepest fears and desires, embarking on a quest for significance. He listened to me, his respect and attention mirroring the hope I had for him. He probed deeply into my painting, inquiring about my journey through the loneliness that followed Tom's passing. The conversation unfolded effortlessly, rooted in an unexpected bond of understanding. As we prepared to depart, he lingered at the threshold, uncertainty etched on his face. "Evelyn," he said, his voice heavy with emotion. "Thanks. You can't imagine the relief it brought me, just to voice it to someone who truly listened without judgment." "Whenever you need me, Lucas," I smiled. "Pursuing what makes you feel truly alive is a profound act of courage, not folly." His smile returned, a warmth that ignited his eyes. "If you're curious, I might share some of my projects with you one day." "I would cherish that," I replied, and every word was true. Strolling home beneath the warm autumn sun, everything seemed to glow with a newfound brilliance. The conversation echoed in my thoughts. It transcended woodworking and careers. It was about connection, about truly being seen for who you are, beyond the labels. The neighbor, the widow, the engineer, the neighbor's son. A change had occurred, quiet yet profound. A simple coffee invitation opened a door to an unforeseen friendship, a bond that felt unexpectedly profound and strikingly easy. My quiet routine burst with newfound depth, alive with the thrill of possibility. The coffee meeting was just the beginning. A few days later, Lucas stood at my door, uncertainty flickering in his eyes, clutching a small, exquisitely wrapped box. "I completed it," he whispered, shifting nervously. I thought he would want to see it. Inside lay a small jewelry box, cherrywood polished to a silk-like sheen, adorned with delicate carvings of leaves that whispered secrets of beauty. The grain shimmered with a soft, inviting light. It was breathtaking. "Lucas, this is breathtaking," I whispered, tracing the intricate details with my fingertips. "Did you create this?" "Yeah," he said, a blend of pride and shyness swirling within him. "I just finished sanding it yesterday. It may seem small, yet it carries weight." "It's truly wonderful," I interjected softly. "Your talent is truly remarkable." I welcomed him inside, and he lingered for tea. He shared his passion for woodworking, his dreams of one day establishing a small workshop, crafting custom pieces, or breathing new life into old treasures. He revealed images on his phone. A solid bookshelf, a fragile birdhouse, a lovingly restored rocking horse for a friend's child. Every piece whispered a tale, a fragment of his soul. I revealed my paintings to him, landscapes, primarily, each one a desperate attempt to seize the fleeting light over the fields beyond our town, the solemn grace of the ancient oak trees. He gazed at them, curiosity igniting in his eyes, probing into my technique and the sparks of inspiration behind it. He saw the nuances, the way I wielded color, unlike anyone else. Revealing that part of myself was liberating, a rare glimpse into my hidden world. We began to find our flow effortlessly. He would occasionally linger after work, sharing fleeting moments on the porch, their conversations hanging heavy in the air. Sometimes we would unexpectedly cross paths at the grocery store, and those chance encounters would lead to deep conversations that lingered by the produce aisle for what felt like an eternity. On a crisp Saturday afternoon, we strolled through the park, the crunch of fallen leaves beneath our feet, lost in conversation about everything and nothing. Stories we shared, laughter echoing from our youth, the town transforming before our eyes. A profound silence enveloped us, the kind that only exists between those who share an unspoken bond. I discovered deeper truths about him. He was introspective and keenly aware, his dry wit striking unexpectedly, always bringing a smile to my face. He felt the weight of his parents' aging, a sense of disconnection from college friends who were building lives and families, all while a deep sensitivity simmered beneath his composed facade. He had transformed beyond the neighbor's son. Lucas was a labyrinth of emotions, carving out his own journey through the chaos of life. In that moment, a sudden spark ignited within me. Perhaps he viewed me as more than just Evelyn, the friendly neighbor. He recognized me as a person with my own thoughts, experiences, and bursts of creativity. On a stormy afternoon, his call pierced through the silence. "Hey, Evelyn, do you have a moment?" His voice carried an unsettling note. "No, Lucas, I'm just reading. Is everything all right?" "Kind of," he replied. "I spoke with my dad about woodworking. It was a struggle. He believes I'm reckless. If you have a moment, I could really use someone to talk to." "Come here," I urged without hesitation. He entered, soaked and forlorn, collapsing into the armchair by the flickering fire. He recalled the conversation with his father, the same old arguments about security, squandering his education, the disappointment heavy in his father's voice. "He just doesn't understand," Lucas said, his frustration palpable. "He believes that my skill in engineering means I should have a passion for it. He fails to grasp the emptiness that lingers within." I absorbed his words, allowing him to release his feelings, responding with soft, empathetic murmurs. I provided no simple answers, only understanding. "It hurts when those you cherish can't grasp your aspirations," I whispered. "In the end, Lucas, this is your journey to embrace. Your father cares deeply for you. His concern weighs heavily on him. That's the source of his reaction. Yet his journey may not be your own." His gaze locked onto mine, a moment suspended in time. "Do you truly think that? Is it really acceptable to forge a new path, even at the risk of letting others down?" Text: I firmly believe that true contentment arises from embracing your authentic self. Courage is essential. Sometimes those who care for you need time to truly grasp your heart. Your happiness is everything. He lingered in silence, eyes fixed on the flickering flames of the fire I had kindled. The rain pounded relentlessly on the window panes. He turned to me, his eyes reflecting a profound, silent gratitude, a stark contrast to the frustration that had been there before. "Thank you, Evelyn," he said, his voice heavy with feeling. "Your words always hit home, cutting through the noise with perfect clarity. You illuminate the shadows." In that moment, bathed in the warm glow of the firelight, a profound connection surged between us, unspoken yet undeniable. It lacked the typical romance, not in the usual way. It ran deeper, an unspoken truth lingering in the shadows, a convergence of souls raw and open, a bond that defied time and situation. It was the deep, overwhelming solace of being genuinely acknowledged, truly understood by another soul. It was more shocking, more surreal than anything I could have ever envisioned when he first invited me for coffee. Life didn't change in an instant, but a deep shift occurred within me, like dormant bulbs awakening beneath the soil. My days maintained their familiar rhythm: coffee, the garden, the book club, but now they pulsed with a deeper richness, a subtle yet powerful anticipation. With Lucas just next door, our unexpected bond transformed the world into something vibrant and thrilling, shattering the mundane predictability of everyday life. Our friendship blossomed, effortlessly and with a natural intensity. We exchanged articles that sparked our curiosity, each one a window into our thoughts. He would share links about emerging artists and innovative woodworking techniques. I would gather articles on local history and emerging authors just for him. Sarah, his mom, saw it all too clearly. It looked like you two were really connecting. One afternoon, as we leaned over the fence, she spoke, her smile both curious and warm. Lucas carries a newfound lightness these days. He's a good man, Sarah, I said with conviction. Deeply reflective. Our conversations are a thrill. And that was the undeniable truth. It was the thrill of connection, the spark of shared thoughts igniting something deeper. He began a profound journey to weave woodworking into the fabric of his existence. He held on to his job, yet transformed a corner of the garage into a dedicated workshop, meticulously soundproofing it. He began accepting small projects, breathing new life into an antique chair for a neighbor, crafting custom shelves for the local bookstore. He took the plunge and signed up for a weekend business course designed for artisans. Watching him chase his passion, even with hesitation, stirred a deep pride within me, akin to witnessing a flower you've nurtured finally burst into bloom. He frequently attributed his newfound courage to our conversations, which sparked his first steps forward. You showed me it wasn't just one way or the other. One evening, he revealed a stunning design for an inlaid table he envisioned, assuring me I could craft it gradually, balancing it with my other duties. His energy, his quiet determination ignited something deep within me. I found myself reaching for my paintbrushes more frequently, diving into new styles, and even daring to submit a piece to the local art fair, an idea that once felt impossible. Our friendship was known, yet it belonged solely to us. It thrived in those stolen moments over coffee, the hushed conversations on the porch, the unwavering support we gave one another. It was simple yet profound, devoid of any pretense. It was undeniably authentic. Proof that profound connections can emerge in the most surprising moments, between the most unexpected individuals, if only you keep your heart open. Reflecting on it all, the most astonishing aspect wasn't a grand spectacle. A profound bond blossomed between me and my neighbor's son, a friendship rich in respect and depth, a quiet miracle that changed everything. It shattered my beliefs about age, relationships, and the unexpected places where connection can thrive. Lucas showed me that wisdom can bloom in the young, and passion can ignite in the old. He showed me that being vulnerable is powerful, and that the act of truly listening is one of the most profound gifts we can give to someone else. In my own way, I became his refuge, a space where he could chase his dreams free from judgment, where his gentle artistic spirit was not only welcomed but truly honored. Our story lacks a dramatic, sweeping conclusion. No grand announcement or transformative moment marked the change. Instead, it found a steady, unyielding pulse. We stand as neighbors bound by friendship. We still share coffee, whether at the daily grind or on my porch swing, moments steeped in warmth and connection. He reveals his latest project to me. I reveal my latest painting to him. We delve into life, exploring its trials and the fleeting moments of happiness. This chapter of my life took me by surprise, a twist I never saw coming, yet it holds a special place in my heart. It revealed that growth knows no age limit, and that the most profound moments often come softly, hidden within a simple invitation for coffee. It urged me to see deeper, to embrace connection, and to cherish the subtle beauty of friendship rooted in respect and true understanding.